stories in the first month. 4-0 to begin this season. Then on the other side, you got the Jaguars head coach. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take it.
The ball comes out. I believe the Colts were in there to retain possession, yes. Indianapolis will hold on to the football. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Flush to his right. Now he'll run.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
To the left side and take it in by down. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
4 more yards. And the Colts go first down.
He'll look to throw. Out to his right. And he's not going to be able to get away. Might lose a yard. They got him back at the 2. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Exiting the pocket right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends, and receivers.
Colts offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look deep for Pittman. And off the deflection, it is taken in. So a big one there to start the drive. 45 yards.
For the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Colts offense about ready to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a
gain of 21 on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. He finds De'Ami Brown. Uh-oh. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 30.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. This is caught at 2. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not.
The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Now, faking the give, forced to his right. Pass right side to down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught. What a throw. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Indy. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean,
The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught! And he will take this one in. 93 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to...
Colts offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw. That one into the hands of Down. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Colts first down.
Pat the 60.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And he's in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it. And it stays on the board. to the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Completing this one to Daniels. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Go! So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be called in. He's got it. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Colts. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked.
The Indianapolis offense, now as they get set to take over once more, they'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Again, working deep downfield. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 83 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every position you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, it doesn't happen in a vacuum.
And he will score. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The Colts offense ready to take over once again. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock.
Okay, ready? Shut up! Cowboy 80!
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. And he's taken down up past the 35. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Indianapolis.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Now he'll air one out. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
The coverage by Caleb Ramsaw.
Moving to his right. Off he goes.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll throw here on third and short. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7.
He'll look to throw. Now a deep ball looking for the ground. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It leads to
Back
second.
to the air again on second and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. To the goal line and in. And Nas Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place.
Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look downfield once again. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Colts. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him.
Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And it's looking like this could be another win for this team. That'd be 5 in a row to start the new season as they try to finish this one off. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Colts first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Looking across the field. It's complete to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 35. That's good for a Colts first down. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. And he's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indy. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offense...
Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some clock here, and they'll start this drive 1st and 10. Again, working deep downfield. That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time.
Colts offense ready to get back at it. And a few kneel downs to do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to try it here again. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. Colts offense ready to take over once more. And this place starting to empty out now. A few visiting fans will be here and enjoy the celebratory moments. Their guys have come in here and put together a complete performance, a well-earned road victory. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.
Check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. I used to see.